All right. This is basically how the P10 and P10 Plus looks like. This is the Plus version of it. It comes out with a flushed camera from behind, with a very powerful camera. As you can see at the back here, it comes with a dual lens camera, an advanced version. The third enhancement of our Leica dual lens camera has been introduced on our P10 Plus. Now our P10 Plus comes out with a Sumilex lens, which comes out with an aperture of 1.8. Along with the latest improvement that we had on the Mate 9 Pro, which is the 20 megapixels monochrome along with 12 megapixels RGB sensor, 4 types of hybrid autofocus, or four types of hybrid autofocus, along with a hybrid zoom of 2 types. Now what makes this device extremely special is basically the portrait mode that we have introduced for the first time now with our devices. It can bring you the best portrait mode on the front and on the rear camera, as you can see here. So you have a portrait mode, you have the wide aperture effect that can allow you to get some very nice pictures captured in a low light situation, and for people as well. So you can take monochrome pictures, you can capture pictures in landscape mode, and these pictures are unseeable pictures. Now, professional photography has never been easier with this phone, due to the professional mode features here, which allows you to change the ISO, the metering modes, the shutter speed, the exposure value, the autofocus mode, and the white balance, where you can change the automatic white balance with the option with a simple touch. How do you activate the Pro mode? All you have to do is just do a simple press.
Upwards.
Yeah, just once, and then you're on there. Now, the modes that we're having as well are many modes. We have the monochrome mode, which is the most highlighted one, specifically in portrait mode. You can also have portrait mode with a bokeh effect while using monochrome, and then changing into a wide aperture effect picture,
black
for
and white
example.
thing.
Yes, which makes these pictures look naturally black and white, because actually the sensor is a black and white or a mono sensor. So whenever you capture a picture in black and white, they're not converted from a color picture, from an RGB color into a black and white. They are originally shot in black and white. This is the key advantages in a nutshell regarding the camera, the portrait mode, the landscape. But the first addition that we have added here, or the main highlight part of the portrait mode, is the front camera that we have introduced here for the first time, which is basically the first phone that comes out with a Leica camera at the front and at the back. So before we had a dual lens back camera from the phones before, from P9 and Mate 9, but this is the first time we introduced the front camera with a Leica camera. Now, the portrait mode that we've been highlighting earlier, also there in the front camera. So you can get an unseeable experience pictures. Now, along with this as well, as you can see, not only the portrait mode, we have a new feature called adaptive selfie. Let's say, for example, me and you were in the frame, and then a third person tries to photobomb the picture and goes in.
That's right.
The camera zooms out to capture that person, along with autofocusing on the front camera as well on the P10 Plus. And this gives you the best selfie results ever. It's already equipped with a Leica lens of
So it already has an auto sensor.
Autofocus, and an adaptive selfie that once you move, you can see the camera keeps on zooming in and out according to the faces that enters the frame. And also comes out with the aperture of a 1.9, which is the lowest in the front cameras that we ever introduced in the front camera. As an aperture for the front lens. So this is the key advantages about the camera here. Now, looking at the Mate 9 as well, looking at the P10 Plus, we have also another thing here which is quite important. We're also having an Android version of 7.0, which is running on Nougat, the latest emotion user interface, along with 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes internal memory. And this is what makes this device extremely highlighted, because there's no much of devices in the UAE that comes out with such configuration except 2 devices. One of them is actually Mate 9 Pro and Porsche Design, actually 3 devices now. Porsche Design Mate 9, Mate 9 Pro, and now P10 Plus.
What about the 4K features on the new one?
Yeah, on the 4K feature, it's not actually a new feature. We introduced it earlier with the Mate 9. However, it's very highlighted because of the capability of shooting 4K videos. Now, we can shoot 4K videos, but usually 4K videos are suffering the large file size. If I capture 1 minute of 4K, I'm going to occupy 1 gigabyte of my internal memory. With the right codec that we are using with our camera modes here, we're capable of shrinking the file up to 50% smaller. So if you shoot for 30 minutes, it's not going to occupy 30 gigabytes of your memory. It's also going to occupy only 15 gigabytes, and that's what makes our 4K videos extremely highlighted. Now, you see our memories comes built in here as a 128 on the P10 Plus, and it's also expandable up to another 256 gigabytes. So it
256.
can give you around 400 gigabytes and above, where you can actually have an enormous size of file that you can have here, and that's what makes this camera this phone extremely special. All right.
And what's
Also the supercharging capability that we added before in our devices is also allows this device to charge fully in 50 minutes. And it has 3,750 milliamperes battery, which gives you the largest battery and the longest period of working. So now, since the morning, I've unplugged my device since 7:30, and now it's almost 3, and I have 63% of my battery. I am sure, but by 8 o'clock, my battery will be around 15 or 20%. Now, I can make my device run faster or run more, up to 1.5 days or 2 days, but for me, I'm using, for example, the latest or the highest brightness. With the right optimization of the power, you can keep the device to run faster or more longer with a battery. But the most important aspect of it is that our devices charge so fast. With the supercharge also included, you can buy it actually for car chargers as well. So most of the people suffer that having no supercharger or no fast charging in their cars. We also allow the customers to buy superchargers as fast as your home plug in your car, which we spend a lot of time while driving at.
And how much would it be retailing?
Now, for the retail, we're offering the P10 Plus for 2,599. A lot of this is the main retail price for it, and not to forget as well that there are so many other features that we'll talk about. It comes out with very attractive colors. So we have the diamond cut finishing and the sandblast finishing here. Comes out in gold, prestige gold, dazzling blue. Comes out in black, white, graphite black, silver, white, rose gold, and greenery as a new color introduced for the first time in our P10 Plus.
And it's already available in the market?
It will be available on the 13th of April.
13th of April?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Most welcome.